Welcome back to another episode of Aunt and Andrew with Family's Everything.
Until it's not. I'm Aunt.
And I'm Andrew.
Hi, Andrew.
But-but-oh.
Do, 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 do.
I love when they're at Miss Pat's house.
I do too.
She's not there.
Well, because she
was out on the town.
She was out on the town. She was at some place having a martini. I will say Pat's house is the epitome of elegance.
Oh, yes.
Class, wealth, style.
Yes.
A lady.
Everything.
Oh, she's a great, you can see she's a great hostess.
Oh, yeah.
And that you feel welcome in her home, but it's fancy. And I agree with Austin.
What?
Whitney needs a den.
Yeah, he does. And also Whitney is very much just needs more than a den. He needs a little bit more. He needs a lot. I think he needs.
Yeah. Well, remember the first few seasons where they tried to make it out like he was going to have an apartment and everything. But I think when he's in Charleston, he just stays there and he's not there that much. He's just there to film that show. He just weasels in and out. I saw this week he's got another show starting too.
Oh, yeah. He's probably in LA.
Yeah. I mean, Pat has a lot of money, Miss Pat. And
do you think he's an EP on Leva's show too?
Probably.
I would assume
imagine
so.
He's something in that, but she's just her home. You can just but it's still warm though. It's elegant.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you would feel at home there. You would feel comfortable, and I think the boys feel comfortable when they're lying around on the $40,000 couch.
Oh yeah,
they had to show the scenes to again. But I want to know: is Rodrigo like a regular now, or is he just the?
He doesn't even look like he wants to be there.
Yeah,
I'll take his spot.
I mean, honestly, I hate to say it, but is it just fulfilling a check?
No, I don't think so, because he doesn't even fill that check.
Yeah, I mean, is he just there?
He's not really. He's Hispanic, and he doesn't really act Hispanic at all. He doesn't bring any culture to the show. He's not. It's not. He's acting like a white boy from Charleston, and he's gay, and he's acting like a straight meathead from Charleston. So what culture is he bringing to the show?
I don't know, but I just wondered. You know what? Okay, so I wondered. Why? Because he seems like a random gay guy to check the box. So we have a gay guy on.
What's weird is that he's friends with the girls. I just think you know what it is I have a feeling that one thing that's happening on that show for him is that there's so much drama.
Yeah.
That maybe they're he actually has some real scenes, but they have to be cut because there's so much going on.
Maybe. I don't know, but I just have to say, JT. JT.
Okay, JT is gross, but the party dinner he threw was amazing. So I don't understand.
Okay, but what I don't like is when the little man comes in.
Oh, he's so short.
And he has to do chest bump everybody.
He's got little man problems.
I hate that. I hate when guys come in and go, boom. Boom,
he's got little man problems.
Oh, please stop with the chest bumps.
When you think he's still angry from?
Just because he's short. That's why.
Since when? You think it was probably fourth grade, third grade? Didn't make the Pup Wanna team?
Something. No, it was probably.
And he's been angry ever since
6th to 7th grade, around middle school, and he realized he wasn't going to grow.
Yeah, and they all made the football team, the basketball team. He couldn't do it.
He's got a chip on his shoulder.
Join the Lego club.
I hate to say it, it's true, but I just need men to shake hands again. I don't need the I'm just saying.
How about just if you're gonna just I give plenty of people just a hug.
Go do a hug, but don't do it like he did the
No, the half hug, half handshake days for me are over. And I don't like handshakes, especially when I'm squeezed.
Ooh. Listen, I don't give a handshake unless I squeeze it. What can I say?
As Danielle Staub would say, there's a little message there. Paris Hilton taught me that. Really pisses people off.
I liked that he decided to have a dinner instead of the launch party. It took a moment of self-reflection.
And he did such a great job with the dinner.
He did, yeah. He did
decorations. It's he can't clean off his kitchen counter, but he can set a beautiful table in his business that I still don't understand. It seems like a front. It seems like a money laundering den, because I don't know how you're making money off of that.
Well, it was it was a den during COVID.
It was a speakeasy during COVID.
It was a speakeasy during COVID.
And Shep
was in the back
on camera admits that he's with some chicks and he had a girlriend at that time.
Yeah, he was with Taylor, I think.
That's going to be a reunion topic. She's going to want anything to look like the victim because she's such a devil.
She's such a,
I hate her.
I can't take it.
Stand it.
I'm going to tell you some of the best TV.
Oh, yeah.
Was when Lil Hudson came in.
That was the most random scene I've ever experienced in the history of my time watching television.
And you believe it was real? Because you couldn't get a kid to do that, right?
I believe it was real, but what I will say, Whitney, Mr. Producer, is like, Madison is like so secure. She's confident. I believe there's clearly vulnerability below that. Look at how she reacted to her son, which we don't even really have a solid idea of what exactly happened.
He got in a fight with another boy,
but it was still like, and the guy was like chewing all over him like a hyena.
He bit him, and I think they got into like a scuffle, and they were rolling around, and that's what I thought.
I believed he was Simba coming back from like the Shadowlands, and the little hyenas had bitten his leg for like 20 minutes. Yeah, seriously, that's how random it was.
It is a full moon. Okay.
And then the husband is so nice. Trust me, I feel that way.
She got a good one there.
I just wish they had tied the story a little.
Yeah, well,
like with Madison being like, maybe a little bit more of it being like about the co-parenting, and that he's at the dad's house sometimes, and how like that's hard to keep track of like friends and conflicts with friends, and who's good to hang out with, who's not. No, because that's probably all real, but they didn't really explain that.
Yeah, well, they probably won't either, because maybe she said to Whitney, like, don't show too much, because he didn't really win the fight.
Clearly not.
He was bitten, but Madison's husband, he's a good guy.
He's so hot too.
He showed himself. He is. He showed himself to be a good guy. But and you know what? I got to give Madison something here. She could marry any man she wanted with money. She's a beautiful girl, and she married a fireman.
That is like the kindest person you can tell. And let me tell you too, things that
tells you a lot about Madison.
We watch a lot of TV. We watch a lot of these marriages. I'm thinking of someone specifically, and I still think they did well this Orange County season. But okay, let's just say Ryan is having to, be around Jen's kids and all that. And like there were times where I truly was like, okay, he's fine. He's not overdoing it, but he's still like, you can tell he's forcing it. This guy,
it's all natural.
So calm on camera, where he could have overcompensated or tried to really like make it look like the hero, like I'm the stepdad saving the day. Yeah. And he was calm, quiet. He just was like there for the kid. He was like very mellow with, you want a snack? Do you want to like, and he like brought him upstairs to take a shower or whatever. And like, he just fights so normal.
Major like fires. He's not like at the firehouse. He is a
Do we know fireman. That, or is that just our hypothesis?
No, that's what he does. Okay. I'm almost sure that he like fights forest fires.
We did talk about it, so I'm thinking maybe we decided.
He's fights forest fires, like that he does that kind of stuff out west. And but that's why he's calm, because he's dealt with major fires, and two boys scuffing each other is not a big deal when you've been battling a blaze.
Yeah.
So that's why he's calm. He's also Southern. He loves the mother. He loves the boy. You can tell.
Oh, yeah.
I just think that he's a good guy, and she got a good guy. That's what I think. Totally. She got a good guy. She's lucky. Now Olivia and Rod. I
think it's fake.
So fake.
Well, I don't know if it was
fake.
They
went to the bar and they ordered a drink, and
her brother died, and it's over.
They have no chemistry.
But her brother's dead. It's over. It's going to impact her too much, and it's not going to work out.
Yeah, but we'll never know. You know what though? They didn't have chemistry before the brother died, sitting on the park bench, and they still don't have chemistry. They just say, "You're a nice guy. I'm a nice guy. We like each other, but we got nothing going here. They got nothing." I don't know. I think going on there. There's no love connection. There's no spark. There's no love connection. That's what I think.
You're right.
Story with those two. That's what I think.
That's what you think. So it's over.
That's it. I'm also going to go to, I love Craig so much. And I love Craig with Paige when he called her up and said, like, you have to pick out my clothes. Since when does Craig need anybody to help him pick out his clothes?
Madison had the best line when she came after Taylor Ann.
Yeah.
And when she goes, I am a slut in recovery, or like a former
retired.
Slut. I'm a retired
I am
slut.
a slut, but I'm retired.
And I think that was good because that's exactly what, like,
that's owning it.
I mean, that's
owning your past doo-doo.
Yeah, like when I'm gonna start using the line when people are like, "Oh, you don't drink." I'm like, "Oh, trust me, I drink. Just retired."
Yeah, I mean, I am a drinker. I just
I'm
retired.
in retired.
Yeah,
I'm in retirement.
Don't say in recovery, retirement. I'm in recovery, not recovery, retirement. I like that.
I love
that. Okay, now then they showed Taylor getting ready. Oh, where the hell did she get that outfit? Give me a break. And she goes, I look like a stripper going on a business meeting. You're going to somebody's dinner so you can all get together after your friend's brother died that you'd been making out with your boyfriend, your ex, and you got to go looking like a stripper? Like, really? She's got to look like a stripper? Why she got to look like a stripper?
If I was Taylor Ann right now, I would be spending extra time with my therapist, and I would be doubling the time with the psychiatrist, because
I think
she really needs to figure out, because also I just don't understand how she's even navigating the day-to-day, because here she probably thought like, oh, okay, you know, like Olivia hates Austin, the guy. Olivia's going to hold the guy accountable. And then because of the way life works and Olivia losing her brother, like there's just, and imagine, remember, Taylor's lost a sibling too.
Yes,
but it's the emotional connection with Austin. Even though it's gone, they did have more of an intimate relationship.
Right.
So when grief and trauma hits, intimate relationships, like the relationships where you can feel the most and be the most raw, are the ones that come to the surface.
Yeah.
And that's why you see people that aren't able to feel in life, that they distance themselves, right? And so I actually think Taylor Ann is that person where she needs the external outside world to validate everything. It's not internal. Whereas I see a side of Austin through this Olivia trauma where I'm like, oh, this is like the real emotional raw Austin. The one that, I agree.
Like, he's never gotten doing it for anything else. Death ever. It's always
or he just knows when it's time to be a man and be like, the bullshit's over, and like what really matters in life. Like, and I just don't see Taylor doing that. Like, Taylor's too young and immature, and she's not meant for this.
Yeah, but how old is Taylor really?
I don't know.
She like 30?
I've never cared about her until she was always Shep's girlfriend until this year.
Yeah, I know, right? Well, I'm going to look it up because I'm curious, because I think she's about 30, and I think we keep on saying she's young, she's young, she's young. And I don't really think she's that young.
No, I don't think she's that young. I think she's young on the show, and she needs to learn what reality TV is. She needs to have a purpose. These people are just all, I just can't stand a stupid Bravo cast member. It's really hard for me.
All right. Taylor Ann Green. Oh, she's 28. Oh, so she's young. But she's young, but she's not that young. She knows who she is. At 28, people 100 years ago had 10-year-olds. She's not that young.
But she's young for like the whole.
I do think they're too close, because she's calling up Austin. Austin's talking to her, unless it's because they're filming, that they're like, oh, we're going to film, so let's FaceTime. We're going to film, so let's FaceTime. I do think that they're too close. But let's talk about the party and the suit on Mr. Whitney. Where'd that come from? Oh,
where do you think it came from?
He said it came from Italy.
Okay.
He said he got it in Italy. It's everything in Italy this year. He is very cool. But Whitney's no kid either, you know. I mean, they were talking about Shep being the oldest in the room, but I think Whitney might be older.
Oh, yeah, he is. But I think Whitney doesn't consider himself like part of the, oh no, you know what? Shep and Whitney might be around the same age, but I think Shep's taken a lot better care of himself.
Shep?
Compared to Whitney.
Whitney, you guess how old Whitney is?
How old?
Guess.
48.
55.
Wow.
Isn't that amazing?
And how old is Shep?
43.
Oh, wow. 12 years older. Wow.
Yeah. How old's Miss Pat? I hate to ask a lady's name. Pat?
79.
Is she that old?
I don't know. I'm just guessing.
God bless Miss Pat.
How old is she?
She's 82 years old.
Wow.
Some martinis. Not for everybody. Not for everybody. Some people can't handle a martini every night, but it seems to have pickled her well. That's all I'm going to say. I like finding out how old all these people are. It gives you perspective. Miss Pat looks phenomenal for 82 years old. Yes, she's had work and everything, but you know what? Work only does so much. She's had great.
I mean,
great
if our listeners and viewers
genes.
ever knew that you were over a certain age, I think they'd lose their mind.
Oh, well, good. Let them think I'm 82 also. We'll stick
No, you're
with
not
that.
82.
Yeah, I know, but you know what I mean. Anyways,
in the comments, if you're still listening, drop what you think.
Yeah, tell us how old you think I am. That's
and
right.
me too. See if you think you know how old I am. I have a feeling that Aunt's going to get some compliments, and I have a feeling that Andrew's going to get.
You're a little
okay. That aren't because of the hair. It's an illusion.
I want to say this, that I thought it was interesting when Vanita was talking to Craig
about Fashion Week.
He could have cared
less.
He was like, "You're in my way,"
and also I don't think she understands what Paige does. Like Paige is like an influencer where she has like outfits of the day and all that stuff.
Yeah, but I think like, Vanita does too.
Maybe, but like
I think she does.
What show was she going to again? Because it was like
Kate Spade.
Oh my God, it's like so 2005. It's like Catch.
Totally.
Is she going to dinner at Catch after?
Maybe. It was Erin? Like I was just wondering if she was going to the guest fashion too.
I mean, I was like, okay, Paige is not going.
Maybe Ed Hardy.
Yeah, exactly. Paige is not going to Kate Spade if she's going to any shows.
A little Ed Hardy. Yeah, I thought it was funny. Oh, but they dress me and whatever. Hey, if that's her life and that's how she pays her bills, God bless her. There are worse ways to make a living in life than taking pictures of what you wear every day. Let's face it.
It just gives me more respect for Sai because I'm like, okay, that's a real influencer.
Yeah, well, I think Vanita is. Maybe she's just in a different market than we're used to. Now, Miss Madison.
Oh.
She is the perfect combination of snark and shade.
It's
just with intelligence. She's smart. She's got a snark, and she's got so much shade.
Did it cut? Did the episode end like with them still at dinner?
Yeah. Yeah.
I have a feeling, actually, no, because that one's outside, not the one that's in the preview, right? With
Madison.
I
saw the preview, but I forget what it was about now.
I do too.
I'll be honest with you. I see so much stuff.
Tons of stuff.
I see so much stuff, but I was surprised when JT, he's so into Taylor. It's
because they're the same height.
Hey, if I fish like that, never let her get off the boat. And it's just like, oh, here we go again with Taylor. Oh, I don't get the appeal.
They're meant for each other.
The appeal. They could be meant.
Her life's a mess. His kitchen counter's a mess. It's perfect.
Dun, dun. Now, Shep seemed to understand when Madison told him that there were newts floating around.
Shep
doesn't care.
Is so happy that Taylor is doing all these things wrong because he is so far out of the doghouse now.
That's true. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
That's it.
Yeah.
But I think he may get to a point where he's like, all right, wait, I did this, but you've done this, you've done this, you've done this, you've done this. And I think he'll come to a point where he turns the corner. And I think she'll still try to be like, but you put me through so much trouble. Yeah. And it gets old.
Wicked old. Yeah.
Trust me.
Really gets
I've experienced it firsthand.
Yeah. And he's kind of over it and he doesn't really care. I mean, it kind of shows that when he says goodbye, he detaches and he moves on.
Well, he detached and moved on when he cheated on her.
But he just he's
I mean, it's easier to detach and move on when you're able to attach and go in to someone else.
Oh, we are already with somewhere else. Okay. All right.
You know what I'm saying? It's a little easier when you're that lucid.
I also didn't like that Austin, it wasn't Austin. Was it Shep who gave her the heads up that he knew, or was it Austin? I forget. I wrote Austin.
I don't know.
I think it was
it's
Shep.
Weird. I just want you to be done with these people. Can everyone go to the Ariana Madix class of ex-boyfriends, please? Because the Ariana Madix class of ex-boyfriends is bye-bye. She lives in the same house as him. She's never teetered. She still lives in the same house. And people go, why? And she goes, because clearly it works. I just treat him like he doesn't exist. Yeah. And until the market goes down, until we sell our house, we're going to do it the way we want to.
Yeah, I give it that.
I am not going to shake. And she doesn't shake.
Now, when were you kind of surprised that Taylor actually brought it up?
A little bit.
You think she was encouraged to bring it up? Because I have another, once we talk about it, Madison was perfect. Oh, I saw it.
Well, I think that Taylor
saw your boobs in your vagina.
I don't think Taylor was expecting. I have a feeling Taylor thought, and maybe the producers did this to Taylor. Remember, Shep was in helping Taylor.
Well, I got something else to say about the producers here.
Well, I have a feeling the producers probably said to Taylor, everyone's talking about it.
Yeah.
Like, you need to bring it up because everyone's talking about it. And I think that no one was probably really talking about it that much more than they already were. Like, they knew about it. And I don't think Madison would have said a word. And Taylor, though, probably, I think that the producers were probably like if you bring it up, they'll think you're such like a big person because you brought it up and maybe you own it and you say no. And then they probably knew Madison was like a shark waiting on
waiting for the kill to kill. Yeah. Okay. Now I'm going to say, there's probably a lot of truth in what you just said, because all I could think about is Whitney as the producer of the show receiving nudes from someone who works for him, and then he shows everybody the nudes is sort of a violation there.
I bet he has there's no way. I bet he has a there must be a clause, some sort of a confidentiality or something, because he dabbles as talent and producer. There's no way he would have done that. I
understand that, and that's why I thought where he probably did show the picture to Craig, and showed the picture to Craig and his mom, and then he thought about it. Oh yeah, I'm a producer here. Like, I'm the producer of the show.
Does he edit the show?
No, but listen, this is what I'm saying.
Or does he just have a producer credit?
I believe that he came afterwards. It was like, listen, they all know, so let's just own up to it, as a way to clean his hands of the situation a little bit.
I think you're thinking too much into it.
Well, I just know that there's all kinds of things. Listen, if in 6 months or a year, and when Taylor's off the show, if she sues him for showing
she ain't suing him. She's going on Bethany Frankel's podcast.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm just
Bravo, reality reckoning.
I did think
Bethany's newest target for the reality reckoning
crossed
campaign.
a line a little bit if she actually works for him to show her.
Okay, but you need to listen for a second.
I don't care.
I don't think Whitney is an active producer on the show.
Okay, all right.
Created the show.
Well, I'm just saying.
I want to tell our listeners something.
Okay.
In television, when you create the show, you sell the show, like, you'll have a producer credit for life.
Okay.
But it doesn't mean you're in the editing room.
Yeah.
So I have a feeling that Whitney put the show together. He's smart. Part of his deal is that he shows up once in a while for continuity.
No.
Oh. I think his deal is that, that might be the talent deal, but the production deal,
to stroke his ego,
is that when he sold the show and when he came to the show, he's always going to, like Scott Dunlap from Orange County is always on the credits.
Always on the credits.
He has nothing to do with the show.
Okay. All right. Well, that could be true.
Just because he was an original production hand, like he put the cast together. And so when you do that, it's very it's very industry standard to say, like, the pre-production to say, I want a producer credit.
Yeah. I will say, now that I know Miss Pat's 82 and that Whitney's 55, he really should give that woman a little grandchild. She'd be so thrilled.
Poor grandchild.
The grandchild has nothing to worry about. Now, I thought it was a total wussy move for JT to blame the men for Taylor's action. Like, Taylor acted this way because the men are so, horrible creatures, that he blamed the men. What did he said? That he blamed that this was related to male bad behavior or whatever. And that was just so, oh, please. No, Taylor, own it. Own it. You took
it was the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Own it. It was so stupid.
Just because he's so short that he can't get any girls doesn't mean that he can blame it on the other men.
Again, all I could think of was Shannon Bedour when he said, didn't you go to Cantillan, Delaware? And he went, no, I didn't. And Shannon Bedour had her daughters going to Cantillan too. That's like where Cantillion, whatever it is, nobody.
Cantillion.
I bet you, it's a funeral home.
I know.
I'm going to bet you that I would like to hear from our listeners and our viewers. I'd like to know how many went to Cantillion.
Cotillion.
Cotillion.
And guess who's gone to Cotillion? Brad.
Brad went to Cotillion
in California. Yeah, he'll tell you all about it tomorrow.
Oh, I want to hear about it. I would love that.
You won't be able to tell with his. You won't be able to tell with his manners. I don't know how he ever made it through.
Listen, what I will say that Madison was just so good.
She's perfect.
And I agree that for whatever reason, Taylor is getting a pass. And I don't think she deserves a pass.
I agree.
That's all I'm going to say. Madison wouldn't have gotten a pass.
Oh, no. She made that. No,
she got wrecked through a lot more. But my mess of the week is Taylor.
Of course.
As nobody else.
Yeah.
Nobody else. No,
JT's
he's messy.
kitchen. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. But anyways, please, everybody out there, leave us a comment, leave us a message, and follow mostly me on Aunt and Andrew, because I'm the one who posts on Instagram. So go to Aunt and Andrew, and I'm constantly posting breaking housewife Bravo news.
Yes. And you can also subscribe, like us, comment. And if you're in the greater Boston area tomorrow, you might see us at a Halloween parade.
Woohoo!
We're going to a Halloween parade tomorrow. We're going to have so much fun.
I'm going as myself, a witch.
Same. Very scary. But I'd run for cover if you go, because we're scary. Anywho, love you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.